Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise, where we're going to start by talking about Trevor Story and the potential suitors that are going to try to trade for him, and take a look at some of their players that they have probably available for him. I'm going to start by looking at the Braves. One guy I was looking at, but unfortunately he is hurt, Drew Waters, so we will not be able to trade for him. Dansby Swanson's a guy who would probably have to be included in the Braves trade. He's struggling for them, and would be a swap 1-for-1 because Story's been a better player, and Swanson's only got 1 year left under team control. So it's kind of surprising me. I guess that kind of came up on us quick. Seems like he hasn't been around that long. William Contreras is a prospect I would like to try to target if I'm going for the Braves. Catcher that's kind of overshadowed by other catchers in their system. So he'd be a good player. Bryce Wilson, starting pitcher, has struggled with the major leagues. He's been okay at AAA. Looks like a solid player. Still at the age of 21. He's got plenty of time to get better. One last starter for the Braves we're going to look at here is Toussaint, however you want to pronounce it. He's been terrible at the major league level, but again, he's got a high ceiling. Looking at the Angels, Joe Adell's one guy I would love to target. Center fielder with pretty much all the tools. He struggled at the major leagues and has been okay at AAA. And he's kind of stuck behind Mike Trout out there in the Angels system. Brandon Marsh, another outfielder who plays right field. He could play some center as well. He's had a little bit of success at the majors, it looks like, but they actually have him at AAA currently, where he's doing okay, but he's a pretty good player, so would not mind targeting him. Jose Suarez is another starting pitcher that's had some major league chances, but has not been good at all, and he's been even pretty bad at AAA this year, so don't really know how high they are on him anymore. That's the Angels players we look at. We'll move on to the Reds. Nick Lodolo, the 6'6 lefty, he's been fantastic at AAA. He's really the only Reds prospect that I would even want from him necessarily in a Trevor Story trade. So if we're gonna target the Reds, that'd be the guy we'd go for. Let's go to the Yankees last year. Deivi Garcia, he's a pretty good prospect. It looks like he's had a little bit of success at at the major league level, but they have him in the bullpen. We have him as a starter. Luis Gil is a little bit lesser of a ceiling, but still a good player, and it looks like he's killing AAA. So tell me what player you think and what team we should try to trade with for Trevor Story. Me, I have a way I'm leaning, but I'm not going to say yet. I mean, Trevor Story's only got a couple series left or a couple games left. It could be any moment now or any episode. Going to take on the Pirates here to start things in this episode, for the games at least. Both teams struggling mightily. Some terrible records. Look to Bulls, I guess, win some games here. Don't really help us because neither of us are going to make the playoffs, but Austin Gomber's going to take the hill. He's going to get the first out here. Kevin Newman ground out to shortstop. Wilmer Defoe is going to strike out on that knuckle curve. You know, if he's hitting second, your lineup's probably not too good. Reynolds is going to fly out to right field for the third out. So a good 1-2-3 inning here for Gomber. Nice to see that. Tyler Anderson, the former Rockies, taking the hill for the Pirates. Garrett Hampson's just going to ground it to lazily to third baseman, but he's going to make a terrible throw here and get an error on the play. Charlie Blackmon's going to lace one to right center field, and this one's going to roll for a while, and it's going to be an RBI double. Garrett Hampson comes racing all the way around from first to score. The Rockies have early 1-0 lead, so the error is going to bite them in the butt a little bit here. Bring up Trevor Story. Don't know how many games he has left in the Rocky uniform, but he's delivering here with an RBI single up the middle. Nice job for him. Again, tell me below what team you think we should target in the trade for with Trevor Story. Ryan McMahon, a full count. He's just going to ground into a double play. That's pretty much ending any momentum we got here. But at least we get the 2-0 lead. Still got one more out to go. Maybe something will happen. It's Jonathan Daza versus a lefty. He's been pretty good against them. But instead, he's just going to fly out lazily to left field. We're actually going to jump all the way ahead to the 4th inning here, the top of the 4th. Newman had grounded up the middle. A nice play here from Hampson, though. Fading away, getting the first out. Bring up Brian Reynolds, a switch hitter. Batting right-handed this time. He's striking on the changeup. We get to the bottom of the 4th. Ryan McMahon's up, and he's going to get a leadoff walk. The Rockies looking to add to their lead. Bring up Daza, who's going to ground it to the second baseman. He's going to flip this second base, but they will not be able to turn a little too slow hit of a ball. And Daza's going to steal second base. So we got a runner in scoring position with Harold Ramirez up. Ramirez is going to ground to the second baseman, so they get the second out, but we got a runner at third. Brendan Rodgers up, who's 1-for-1 on the day, and he's just going to flip this one up the middle and get an RBI single after Diaz would walk the prior hitter. So we got runners still on. 3-0 lead for the Rockies. Santiago up, and he's swinging at a cutter, tying him up in knots. The third out. Still on 3-0 lead, though. So we move to the top of the fifth. Todd Frazier going long ball here, launching it way out of here. Cutting the lead down to just 2 runs. Nice to see Todd Frazier still going, though. Eric Gonzalez, he's going to line one to left field here with 2 outs in the inning, and this one's going to one-hop right over that wall for a ground rule double. So the tying run is up at the plate. Adam Frazier up, and he's going to hit a liner right. Brendan Rodgers is going to drop it, but he's going to recover quickly and get the third out. It's a nice job sticking with it. Jumping to the top of the 6th, Robert Stevenson's going to walk Stallings, the catcher, the 9-hitter. Going to bounce back though and get Newman to strike out. So we got 1 out and a runner at first. Top of the order's up, and he's going to beam Defoe. Not what you want to do. Just advancing a slow runner in a scoring position. Now he can score on anything, but he gets the strikeouting on Reynolds. So now we got 2 on, 2 out for Gregory Polanco. Polanco swings and misses at the hanging splitter. Stevenson fired up as he gets out of the jam he created. I guess he'll take it. We head to the top of the 7th, moving on ahead. Todd Frazier is swinging a slider way out of the zone. Phillip Evans, what's he going to do? He's going to ground it past the second baseman. He's going to get a 1-out base hit. Because we got a little bobble out there in the outfield, but it's not going to matter. Eric Gonzalez now. He's going to flip this to right field. And it's going to be dove on and missed by Blackman. It's going to be a base hit, though. So we got runners at first and second with 1 out. Rodolfo trying to get out of it. He's going to get a pop-up on the infield, so he's got 2 outs. They call the infield fly rule. Bring up the 9-hitter at Stallings, who walked earlier. He's going to line it to center field, and it's going to get down. And this is going to score at least 1. That's all they're going to get, I guess. An RBI single, making this just a 1-run lead for the Rockies now. Kevin Newman up, top of the order. He's going to line or hit a fly ball to deep center field, but it's going to be a routine play. The Rockies get out of that. So we're going to jump all the way ahead to the 9th inning here. Daniel Bard coming on, trying to get his 14th save on the season. Still just a 1-run lead. Ground ball to shortstop here. Nice sliding play from Santiago. He's actually to get the out at first there on Phillip Evans. Nice coverage there on that throw. 84-mile-an-hour throw, covered 141 feet. Nice job keeping the leadoff hitter off base. He's actually going to make a routine play on the next one, so got 2 away here. Pirates down to their final out and their last strike, and Adam Frazier up, and he's going to line it slow, soft liner there to Rodgers. The third out, Rockies win 3-2. Only got 5 hits, but got 3 runs on those 5 hits. Nice job by Rodgers collecting going 2 for 2, getting on base all 3 times he was up. Gomberg get the win, his 4th on the season, and Bard has saved the 14th on the season for him. We'd actually sweep them, taking all 3 from them. Take a look at those box scores. Game 2, we'd win 8-7, and a thriller, scoring 4 runs there in the 7th inning. Castellani would get a no decision, lucky enough for him, as he took 6 earned runs there. A tough game for him. Game 3, we'd win 4-3. A couple guys with 2 hits there, a bunch of them actually. Marquez would get the win going at 7 innings, only going up to 3 earned. Estevez would get the save, it's first. Going to move on to this Cardinals series here, where it's 4 games. John Gray, this might be his last start that we actually get to watch. He's another guy that's on the trade block. And we see that the Cardinals are pretty good, 44-37. Here's Trevor Story in what could be his final homestand and the final home game we watch of his Rocky career. Because this is it. Right before this, we have 2 series on the road, and then we got the All-Star break. John Gray, like we mentioned, this could be his last game as well that we get to see. He's going to get a ground ball to second baseman to start things. So there's out number 1. Looking all right. Harrison Bader now in the 2 spot. Full count. He's going to get underneath this and fly out to right field. Just barely in fair territory here. Routine play, though, for Hilliard. Nolan Arenado stepping up to the plate. The former Rocky, the long-time third baseman for us. He's hitting just over 300 and actually has a 13-game hitting streak. What's he going to do in this at-bat? Well, he's going to ground out right to Story, so kind of funny that he grounds out to his longtime teammate there at shortstop. We'll move on to the bottom of the 1st, where Toppy is going to get underneath and fly it to deep right center field. Running back would be the right fielder. He's going to hit into the wall but make the play. Loud out number 1. Trevor Story, he's striking out in the sinker. Just got him barely tied up there on the inside corner. Now Charlie Blackmon with 2 away. What's he going to do? He's going to go opposite field here, and this one's going to carry a bit, but it's going to stay in and be a nice play by the left fielder out there, O'Neill, for the 3rd out. So 2 loud outs for the Rockies. But we're moving on to the top of the 2nd, where Goldschmidt's getting a leadoff walk. Paul DeJong drilling this one to center field. Daza racing back, leaping at the wall, landing just above his glove, but it stays in the yard with that taller wall out there. It's going to be a double. So we got runners at 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out. Lane Thomas up, and he's going to line it right over the leaping glove of Brendan Rodgers, and this is going to be an RBI single. Now we got runners at the corners with nobody out still. Carpenter striking out, so a good bounce back out there from Gray. Still a 1-0 lead, though. Molina, he gets under it and lines it to right center field. Racing back, Hilliard, he makes a nice play, but it's going to be a sac fly, making this a 2-0 ball game. Bring up the 9-hitter O'Neill on a 3-1 count. He's going to chop it to the first baseman Fuentes. So the Rockies get out of it without allowing any more, but it's still a 2-run lead. Move to the top of the 5th. John Gray is getting a line drive hit off him right here in front of Tapia. Gets down. He's got a leadoff base hit. And the next batter, Bader, here is going to fly to center field. He's going to be out number 1. Pretty routine play there for Daza. Nolan Arenado, who's 0 for 2 on the day. He's getting underneath of it and fly to deep left field, but it's going to be playable for Tapia. So we got 2 away. So just 1 out, 1 more out for John Gray to get through 5. He's up to 88 pitches, so that'd probably be all they ask of him anyway. All right, this one's going to be laced into the gap by Paul Goldschmidt and roll all the way to the wall. This is going to be a 3-0 ball game. It's an RBI double for Paul Goldschmidt. Paul DeJong now. John Gray, probably his last batter, and it's going to be a 2-run homer. Hits a no-doubt shot to left field here. Bat flip, and it's now a 5-0 lead for the Cardinals. That's going to be all for John Gray. Might be the last time we see him. Robert Stevenson is going to come in and try to just keep the lead to 5, and he's going to do just that. Striking out the next guy with that slider on the inside corner. Move on to the bottom of the 6th. Martinez has been cruising along. He's getting a 1-out walk here on Rodgers. So the Rockies got a chance to maybe get back in the game. Tapia's got to strike out, so we got 2 away, but Rodgers steals 2nd. So we got a runner in scoring position for Story, and he's just going to ground out to Paul Goldschmidt, who flips it over to the pitcher. So do nothing with that walk. Jump to the top of the 8th, where Matt Carpenter's going big fly here, drilling this one way out of here. 6-0 lead for the Cardinals. Matt Carpenter's 12th on the season. But that'd be all they get, is Tommy Edman is going to nail another one way back, but right in front of the wall there. Nice play by Daza. We move ahead to the bottom of the 8th. Daza going to get a 1-out base hit, so Rockies, again, trying to start something late here. Maybe get back into the game. Daza going to ground it down the first baseline. Going to get past the first baseman and roll all the way to the wall. He's going to go racing around first and racing around second, and this is going to be an RBI triple. Now a 6-1 ball game as he slides into third base there. Brendan Rodgers in a full count. He's going to walk. So we got runners at the corners. Jordan Hicks is really struggling out here. He's up to 33 pitches. Tapia drills it to right center field, but it's going to be caught. Be a sac fly. Driving a run, though. So 6-2. Trevor Story up. He's 0 for 3. He make that 0 for 4 as he swings and misses on the sinker. Can't get back into the game any more than that, I guess, for now. Reach ahead to the top of the 9th, where Buck Farmer is going to come in and just try to keep it at 4, but he's going to walk the leadoff hitter. You never want to do that. And then Nolan Arenado is going to walk, so not a great start. You walk the first 2 guys you face, up to 18 pitches already, and still nobody out, and he's walking Goldschmidt. And that would actually be all for Buck Farmer. They're going to yank him out of the game. They saw enough. Go to Ben Bowden, who is making his first appearance and coming back off the IL with the concussion that he had. Big spot that he's coming into, bases loaded and nobody out. Paul DeJong up. Full count, and he's walking him. So you walk in a run. You got 4 straight walks. That is not what you can do out of the bullpen. Next guy's going to ground it down the third baseline, and he's going to drive in a couple of runs, making this a 9-2 lead now for the Cardinals. Probably don't have a chance to come back, but they're going to add on. Matt Carpenter going to ground it up the middle for a base hit and make this 10-2. Man, tough game right here for this bullpen. They got to go to yet another pitcher here. So 2 guys don't even record it out. They got to go to Rodolfo Martinez, just hoping to get this to the 9th inning, or to the bottom of the 9th inning. And Yadier Molina is going to walk. Ooh. So base is loaded for O'Neill. And they finally get an out. Finally get an out here. Striking out him with the slider. Tommy Edman. He's going to drill one out of here. That's a grand slam. Oh, man. Just when you thought maybe they had a chance, it goes from being a 4-run ball game to now a, 12-run ball game? I don't even know. Carlos Estevez, 12-run ball game. Carlos Estevez, he's getting a strike out here, so we got 2 away. But that wouldn't be all. The Cardinals want to add on and make it add insult to injury. Nolan Arenado gets a home run, making this 15-2. This is just a bloodbath. They're just destroying our bullpen. And Paul Goldschmidt's going back-to-back. He hits a home run. Will this inning ever end? This half inning just keeps going on and on. Paul DeYoung, he's grounded up the middle for a base hit. How many hitters are going to come to the plate this inning? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's... Here's a double. So we're up to 14. Yeah, 14. So finally, this is going to be the last out. This was a marathon of a half inning. 15 batters would come to the plate, and they would end up taking a 14-run lead to the bottom of the ninth, where Fuentes is at least going to get get a double here, get a 1-out double. We get a little life back in us, maybe. I mean, got to get momentum going for the rest of the series, right? Sam Hilliard, he's striking out of the changeup. But we got a runner at third now, as he took third on a fielder, or what do you want to call it, a catcher's non-throw. They decided not to try to throw him out, but that'd be it. Anyway, it wouldn't matter. 10-run ninth inning, that would just, not much you could do. You can't really score anyway, or win games when you only get 4 hits. But 2 guys not recording a single out, 9 walks, it's just terrible. Yeah, I guess we'll just flush this one and move on. We would claim Will Vest off of waivers from Seattle. He's a relief pitcher. He looks okay. He's just another guy we're going to throw down there. He's a cheap guy with control. And to free up a roster spot, we're going to release Matt Adams. He's really struggled with us at the major league level when we did call him up. And at AAA, he was okay, but we have other guys we want to play down there. And he's got a cheap contract, so not really going to hurt us. We're going to just release him and move on from him. We'd actually lose 3 of 4 here, but at least we get the last game, winning on the 4th of July. We'll go back to game 2, which we lost 6-5. Hampson going 3 for 3. Nice to see that. He's getting a couple hits. Lopez would take the loss, but he had to go a bunch of innings because our bullpen was decimated from the game before. And then game 3, we'd lose 3-1. Only a couple guys with 2 hits there. And pitching-wise, Martinez would get the loss out of the pen. Not a good game for Adolfo there. But we'd finally win a game, only managing 4 hits, but we got to pitch the shutout. Castellani, we go 6 or 7 innings, giving up only 6 hits. Nice job from him. Barr to get the save. Next time we're going to be taking on the Diamondbacks, but don't forget to comment down below about the Trevor Story stuff. So I'll see you then. See you next time.